May tagas sa kita mo? May benta naman kayo pero bakit parang laging ubos ang pera? Alam mo yung feeling na araw-araw may sales, may projects, may pumapasok na bayad pero pagdating ng buwanan parang naglalaho na lang ang pera? Naku anak, yan ang tinatawag nating cash leaks. Tahimik lang sila pero unti-unti nilang kinakain ang kita ng negosyo mo. So let me share with you the story of a couple. Let's just call them Alice and Benny. Si Alice and Benny merong isang glass and aluminum works business. Gumagawa sila ng glass doors, windows at aluminum partitions for home and offices. After several years, okay naman yung negosyo nila. Projects kept coming, clients were happy, mga workers nila always busy. Pero behind all that activity, there was one big question that kept bothering them. Every time na tumanggap sila ng bayad, they would feel, "Hay nako, what a relief." Only to realize a few days later that the money was gone again. Bills, payroll, materials, repair, lahat may bayaran. At every month, kulang pa rin. One night, while Alice was checking the receipts, she could not help but huminga ng malalim. They've been working non-stop pero pakiramdam niya hindi pa rin sila umaasenso. So Benny sat quietly beside her, also thinking of the same thing. At gaya ng maraming business owners, ang sagot ni Benny, ganito siguro talaga ang negosyo. Minsan may kita, minsan wala. Pero anak, hindi pwedeng puro minsan ha. If that happens every month, something is wrong somewhere. So, when I sat down with them, I asked, "Do you know exactly where your money goes?" Tahimik silang dalawa. Wala silang maipakita. Walang clear records. Walang system. Lahat nasa isip lang. And that's when I told them, before you can fix the problem, you need to see the problem first. So, I gave them a simple task. For the next 2 weeks, track every single peso. Lahat ng pumapasok, lahat ng lumalabas. And when they did, doon nila nakita ang totoo. After just 14 days, everything became clearer. Marami pala silang tahimik na tagas sa negosyo nila. Una, unrecorded material purchases. Kapag may kulang sa project, workers would just buy on the spot. Small things like hinges, screws, or silicone sealants. Maliit lang tingnan, pero araw-araw nangyayari. Pangalawa, penalties from late supplier payments. Tigti 300 or 500 lang. Pero halos 10 suppliers ang may ganon. Malaki na kapag pinagsama. Pangatlo, overtime pay. Because their scheduling was not consistent, many projects ended up taking longer than expected. At syempre, dagdag gastos yun. At pang-apat, personal expenses charged to the business. Gas, groceries, food deliveries, lahat sinisingit sa business card. When we added everything, almost 25,000 per month was quietly disappearing. At dahil walang sistema, unti-unting nauubos ang pera. Sabi nga ni Alice, parang gripo na may tagas. Hindi mo naririnig pero tuloy-tuloy ang tulo. And she was right. That's what cash leaks are. Quiet, unnoticed, but dangerous. So when Alice and Benny saw the numbers, it was a wake-up call. Sabi ni Benny, akala ko dagdagan lang namin ng benta, ayos na. Pero mali pala. Hindi benta ang problema namin. Paano namin hinahawakan ang pera namin? Yun ang problema. And that realization changed everything for them. They decided to take control, hindi lang sa kanilang sales, but of their cash flow as well. So I guided them through 5 simple steps. Hindi naman complicated, hindi kailangan ng accounting degree. Just practical habits that make a big difference. Step 1. Track every peso. The first step is awareness. You cannot control what you don't measure. Kaya bawat gastos, bawat kita, sinusulat na nila. Alice kept a small notebook in the shop and every purchase, every payment recorded right away. At first, medyo mabagal pero eventually naging habit. And after 1 month, she could already see patterns. Aling mga projects ang profitable at alin naman yung nagde-drain lang ng kanilang kaperahan. Sabi niya, ngayon ko lang mami nakita kung saan talaga napupunta ang pera namin. So anak, sometimes the answer is not in selling more, but in understanding what's already happening inside your business. Step number 2, separate the business from your personal money. Ito ang isa sa pinaka-common na pagkakamali nating mga business owners. Because you share one life, you also end up sharing one wallet. But anak, that's a big mistake. When personal and business money are mixed, you'll never know the true performance of your business. So, ang ginawa nila, they opened a separate business account. Lahat ng bayad ng clients went there. Lahat ng personal expense came from their household allowance. The result, clarity. Ngayon, pag may kulang sa business account, alam nila kung negosyo talaga ang nagkulang at hindi dahil nagamit sa panggas or panggrocery. Pangatlo, review weekly. I told them to schedule a money meeting once a week. Nothing fancy, just them and a notebook. Every Friday, they review what came in and what went out. May pending ba na client payment? May utang ba sa supplier? May gastos na pwedeng bawasan? It's a simple habit pero napakalaki ng epekto. Sabi ni Alice, dati nag-aaway kami kapag bigla na lang kulang ang pera. Pero ngayon, nag-uusap kami bago pa lumala. Because when you review regularly, you catch small problems before they turn into big ones. Got that? Good! Let's now go to step number 4. Simplify your system. Hindi mo kailangan gumamit ng complicated accounting software. Kahit na notebook or spreadsheet lang, pwede na. So, Alice created a simple tracker. Date, description, cash in, cash out, and balance. She updates it daily. And because it's visual, she sees right away kung merong bagay na off. Now, before accepting a new project, they check the cash position first. Kung kaya ng cash flow, go. Kung hindi pa, they wait. Sabi ni Benny, mas kampante na ako ngayon, Mami N. Hindi na ako nangangapa kung may pambayad pa sa supplier. You see, when your numbers are clear, your decisions become easier. So lastly, we have step 5. Don't wait for a crisis. This is what separates struggling business owners from the prepared ones. Most people only act when cash is already tight. Pero sila Alice at Benny, natutunan nilang unahan ng problema. When a client payment is delayed, they immediately adjust schedules. When a supplier increases prices, they review quotations and find alternatives. They stopped reacting. They started planning. That's how you protect your profit. Anak, eto yung lesson. Profit does not just come from higher sales, ha? It comes from clarity and control. Kung may butas ang sistema mo, kahit na gaano kalaki ang kita, nako, mauubos din yan. You cannot grow what you cannot control. And you cannot control what you don't track. So anak, before you dream of expansion, check your foundation first. Where is your money going? Are you keeping it or losing it little by little? Anak, seal those leaks. Protect your cash flow at doon mo makikita ang tunay na kita. Let's be business-minded, Pinoy.